Hey guys, and welcome back to another Warframe video. Today I just wanted to show a kind of fun synergy. It's not entirely useful. It can be useful against Corpus, but it's just kind of combining two things to make each a little bit better. So with Titania's Lantern ability, you can attract enemies by marking an enemy and then they float, and nearby enemies within range. And with this build, it is the attraction radius is 35 meters, which is sufficient. Unfortunately, it is line of sight, so if they're behind other enemies, there's like a big cluster of enemies, or they're behind walls, they won't be attracted, which is kind of the main issue with this ability. But the other main issue is even when you see in here, the enemies will start floating upwards, or if a ally comes nearby and is meleeing them, they'll fly off into the distance. Well, you combine that with the Ferrox tether mode, which will actually tether those enemies even though they're in that ability, with something like this, and you basically create a localized field where all the enemies attract and get high damage. So it's combining two things to make both of them a little bit better. Now, normally what would happen is you use your lantern ability, and that enemy will slowly float away. Now, enemies are still being attracted, and with the build I have, it does okay damage, but you can attach a tether, and it will pull that lantern enemy to them. And you can see right here, this enemy for a brief second wasn't firing, even though they were well within range. It's because it's line of sight. But as you can see, they're actually being pulled to it physically and then being procced with high damage gas at the same time. And best of all, this enemy isn't going to run away unless you pick up the tether. Now what we're going to want to do is see if I can get it to where it starts pulling the enemies in the air, which is really funny to watch. I think it might do it this time. I called it on my community page the Tower of Corpus. Oh, it might not actually do it. Oh, there we go. See, he's starting to lift off the ground. There's a fighting force here. If maybe there's a way to get the enemy to fly up in the air and then tag them with the Ferrox, so they fly up forcefully. As you can see, the enemies are all freaking out. And then, see, this is what would normally happen in a mission. The enemy starts flying away. Let's see if I can do it here. No, it's not quite enough, because see, it'll pull the enemy back down. I just think it's funny to actually mark them directly. But yeah, that's a interesting synergy that you can actually use. I still don't think Titania is incredibly useful, though her fourth ability is pretty powerful. As you can see, these are level 160s. It takes care of them pretty quick. But yeah, I kind of hope you found this video funny or useful. So yeah, thanks for watching.